Hello, John.
Hello, Oliver.
And so you're going to give us a Happy New Year wish?
I am. And we're in now to 2022. Today is the 2nd of January 2022. And so I want to wish all our friends and those that follow us on the Christian TV Ireland project, and those that follow us on YouTube and Facebook. I want to wish them a happy new year and good health, happiness, and for 2000, and a spiritual awakening for 2022. Oftentimes, even myself, when I was working and younger, you'd make resolutions. Oftentimes to sort of perhaps, if you had a habit that wasn't actually conducive, say smoking or something, you'd give it up. But if you were a bit hooked, you'd be back in it again not too long. Maybe you'd want to try and lose weight. Perhaps you were getting a bit pudgy. And so these kind of things like that. But there's other resolutions that you can do. In other words, to in 2022, to nourish your soul. Nourish that soul that you have, that you might have neglected somewhat. And so start small and grow. You don't have to sort of go full tilt, but start small if you haven't done it. So when I say small, it just means the Our Father, Hail Mary and glory be to the Father, morning and evening. And so that will nourish the soul. And a simple little thing that you can do that I referred to before, and that sort of is childlike, which we're supposed to be when we come to this celebrating the spiritual life and the Catholic and Christian life. So one little thing that I said before was 3 cheers for God. Hip hip, hooray. Hip hip, hooray.
Hooray.
Hip hip, hooray. Now, another item that I come across recently, and I thought it was very good, whether you're cycling or whether you're going in a car, take baby Jesus for a drive, for a spin. I just say, come on, baby Jesus, I'm taking you for a spin. I did it this morning now, coming down, so I hop in there. I take you for.
Where did you put him?
Well, he probably was beside me, but I couldn't see him. But I said, come on for a spin over that. You know, come for the spin. And then later on, then it can be, might say to St. Patrick, you brought the faith here, come on for a spin over that. You did a lot of walking. I don't think you were even on a donkey or anything, or a horse or whatever it was. You walked when you were planting the faith in this country. So come on for a walk. And then you might say to St. Preacher, I heard a lot about you. And come on for a drive. So there's all sorts of facilities that you can come up with, and they're simple. And one other little thing that's useful, if you haven't been to confession for years, go along. It's not going to. It's going to do you good. To sort of take a note of all the things that your conscience told you, because Shakespeare said a very important thing. He says, conscience doth make cowards of us all. And even if we do whatever we do, kind of we know when we go astray. So that's a great facility that as Catholics we have, the sacrament of confession. I notice in other places now, even on Christian stations that I look at, the EWTN, they're changing the tune there. They're calling it the reconciliation. It's the sacrament of confession, and don't be changing things to suit the secular mindset, because it's away from them you want to get. Different if you're walking, you have to sort of go along wherever's going. But confession is something that a person could contemplate if they're a Catholic, because that's one of the great gifts, sacraments. And the other one that is useful, which you can do even when you're walking, and which I didn't hear when I was kind of practice my faith. I didn't hear it too much, but a small meditation. It can be something just for a minute or even less, and you can do this even at work. You can say, Jesus, I trust in you. You say it obviously quietly to yourself. And then you might say, Jesus, meek and humble of heart, make my heart like unto thine. You're saying these things quietly, and you might say, Sacred Heart of Jesus, I place all my trust in thee. That kind of thing. Just a little meditation along those lines for a minute, couple of minutes. It nourishes the soul and puts you in a frame of mind that you mightn't have been for years, and it'll do a person good. Particularly Catholics that have sort of stopped practicing their Catholic faith, and even ones that's practicing it that mightn't have come across this, because you don't get this information, and it's not, you don't hear it when the priest gives us his when he speaks about God and all that, or whatever it is that's been on the gospel that day. Sometimes he relates it to times, but there's a lot of times they don't say anything about this little gems that you can avail of. And funny enough, I avail of it, and it done me a power of bloody good. It's not. It doesn't require rocket science. It's just a simple little minute or thereabouts. So this is my wish for our friends and that follow us on the Christian TV Ireland project, and that's what we're on now, Christian TV Ireland. That's what we're called. We're endeavouring to get donations for that worthy cause. So when the Happy New Year comes and you want to sort of do a bit of good, you could do worse than make a donation to Christian TV Ireland. It'll be most welcome, because this station will stand up for the sort of values that we don't hear too much about nowadays. So keep up your spirit for 2022 and sing a song when the mood takes you, even if you're a pretty poor singer. And sometimes people might say, oh, there he goes again, or there she goes again. And they might say, it's pity they wouldn't take a bow of silence for a bit. So that's my wish anyways for all the people that follow us for this 2022.
Thank you very much, John.
You're most welcome. Now,